Welcome, dear friends, to another episode of Slow English Learning. I'm Sarah, and I'm so grateful you've chosen to spend your time with us today. If you're listening to this right now, you're probably someone who wants to improve your English, become more confident when speaking, and maybe even learn how to start conversations with new people without feeling nervous or scared. Well, you're in exactly the right place because today we're going to explore something that can truly change your life. We're learning how to start talking to anyone, whether they're strangers, new colleagues, classmates, or people you meet at social events. And the best part is that we'll teach you simple phrases, easy techniques, and confidence building strategies that work in real life, not just in textbooks.
Hello, everyone. This is John, and I'm really excited to be here with Sarah for this special episode.
Hi, John. I'm so glad you're joining me today. I think this topic is so important, especially for people learning English.
I completely agree, Sarah. Starting a conversation can be scary, even in your own language. But in a new language, it can feel even more frightening.
Exactly. And I want our listeners to know that feeling nervous about talking to people is completely normal. Everyone feels this way sometimes.
That's so true. Even people who speak English as their first language sometimes feel nervous when meeting new people.
Yes. So if you feel scared or shy about starting conversations, you're not alone. These feelings are natural and normal.
And you know what, Sarah? I think many English learners worry too much about making mistakes when they talk to people.
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the biggest barriers to conversation. People are so afraid of saying something wrong that they don't say anything at all.
Right, but here's the truth that I want everyone to understand. Making mistakes is okay. It's actually necessary for learning.
Yes. When you make a mistake and someone corrects you, your brain remembers that correction much better than if you just read it in a book.
Exactly. So mistakes are actually helpful. They're your teachers.
Beautiful way to think about it, John. Now, before we dive into our main conversation, I want to speak directly to everyone listening right now.
Yes, please do. I think they need some encouragement.
Thank you, John. My dear friends, I want you to take a deep breath right now. Just breathe in slowly and breathe out. Good. Now, I want you to know that you are brave.
Yes, listening to this podcast in English shows that you're trying to improve yourself. That takes courage.
Exactly. And today, we're going to give you tools and confidence to start conversations with anyone. You can do this.
Yes, you absolutely can. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but with practice, it becomes easier and more natural.
That's right. Now, let's start our conversation. John, can you tell me why is it important to know how to start talking to anyone?
That's a great question to begin with, Sarah. Well, I think communication is one of the most important skills in life. When you can talk to people easily, so many doors open for you.
Can you give some examples of how this skill helps people?
Sure, for example, at work. If you can start conversations with colleagues and managers, you can build better relationships and maybe get better opportunities.
That's true. Good communication skills can help your career. What else?
In social situations, if you can talk to new people, you can make more friends, expand your social circle, and have a richer social life.
Yes, making friends becomes easier when you know how to start conversations. What about traveling?
Oh, traveling is a perfect example. When you travel, being able to talk to local people makes your experience so much better. You learn more about the culture, get better recommendations, and make beautiful memories.
Absolutely. And for English learners specifically, starting conversations gives you practice. The more you speak, the better you become.
Exactly. Real conversations with real people are the best way to improve your English.
So we have career benefits, social benefits, travel benefits, and learning benefits. Starting conversations is really valuable.
Yes. Now, Sarah, I think many people want to start conversations, but they don't know how. What are some easy ways to begin a conversation with someone new?
Excellent question. Let me share some simple, easy techniques that anyone can use. The first and easiest way is to give a compliment.
Oh, I love that. A compliment is saying something nice about someone, right?
Exactly. For example, you could say, I like your shoes, or that's a nice bag, or your jacket is beautiful.
Those are simple and friendly. And most people like receiving compliments, so they'll probably respond positively.
Yes, and after you give the compliment, you can ask a question. For example, I like your bag. Where did you buy it?
Oh, I see. So the compliment opens the conversation and the question keeps it going.
Exactly. Let's practice this. John, pretend we just met at a coffee shop. I'll start. Hi, I really like your watch. It looks very nice.
Oh, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I bought it last month at the shopping mall downtown.
That's great. I've been looking for a new watch myself. Which store did you get it from?
I got it from the watch store on the second floor near the bookstore. They have a good selection.
Perfect. Thank you for the recommendation. By the way, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Sarah. I'm John.
See how natural that was, everyone? We started with a compliment, asked a question, and now we're having a conversation.
That was really easy and natural. What's another way to start a conversation, Sarah?
Another simple way is to make an observation about your surroundings and then ask a question.
Can you explain what you mean by observation?
Sure. An observation is when you comment on something you notice around you. For example, if you're at a coffee shop, you could say, this coffee shop is really busy today, or the weather is beautiful today.
I see. So you make a simple comment about something you both can see or experience?
Exactly. And then you can add a question. For example, this coffee shop is really busy today. Do you come here often?
Oh, that's clever. The observation is a friendly way to start, and the question invites the other person to share something.
Yes. Let's practice this one too. John, imagine we're at a library. I'll start. Wow, this library has so many books. Do you come here often?
Yes, I do. I come here about twice a week. I love reading. What about you?
This is actually my first time here. A friend recommended it to me. What kind of books do you usually read?
I enjoy mystery novels and biographies. Right now, I'm reading a book about a famous scientist.
That sounds interesting. I like biographies too. By the way, my name is Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm John.
Wonderful. See everyone? Another natural conversation started with just a simple observation and a question.
This is really helpful, Sarah. What's another technique for starting conversations?
A third technique is asking for help or information. People generally like to help others, so this is a friendly way to start talking.
Can you give some examples?
Of course. You could say, excuse me, do you know what time it is? Or could you help me? I'm looking for the nearest subway station. Or do you know if this bus goes to the city center?
Those are all very practical, and they're questions that people can answer easily.
Exactly. After they help you, you can continue the conversation by introducing yourself or asking another question.
Let's practice this one. Sarah, imagine we're at a train station. You start.
Okay, excuse me, do you know which platform the train to London leaves from?
Yes, I do. It leaves from platform 5, which is just over there.
Oh, thank you so much. That's very helpful. Are you also taking the train to London?
Yes, I am. I'm visiting some friends there. What about you?
I'm going for a business meeting. By the way, I'm Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm John. How long is your meeting?
Just one day. I'll come back tomorrow evening. Have you been to London before?
Perfect. See how the conversation flows naturally after asking for help?
Yes. The key is to keep asking follow-up questions to keep the conversation going.
Now, Sarah, I want to ask about something important. What should people do if they feel too nervous or shy to start conversations?
That's such an important question, John. Many people feel this way. So let me share some tips for managing nervousness.
Please do. I think our listeners really need this advice.
Okay, tip number 1. Remember that most people are friendly and happy to talk. They're not waiting to judge you or criticize you.
That's true. Most people are kind and understanding, especially if they know you're learning English.
Exactly. Tip number 2, start small. You don't need to have a long, deep conversation. Even saying hello or good morning is a great start.
Yes, small steps build confidence. What's tip number 3?
Tip number 3, practice with safe people first. Talk to friendly shopkeepers, waiters at restaurants, or librarians. These people interact with many people every day and are usually very patient.
That's smart. Practicing in low-pressure situations helps build confidence for bigger conversations.
Yes. Tip number 4, prepare some simple questions or phrases before you go into social situations.
Like having a mental list of things you can say?
Exactly. For example, you could prepare phrases like, how are you today? Or, what do you do for work? Or, have you been here before?
That takes away some of the pressure because you already know what to say.
Right. And tip number 5, focus on the other person, not on yourself. Ask them questions about themselves. People love talking about their own interests and experiences.
That's brilliant advice. When you focus on learning about the other person, you forget about your own nervousness.
Exactly. It shifts your attention away from, am I saying this correctly, to, I wonder what this person's story is.
I love that perspective shift. Now, Sarah, let's talk about body language. How important is body language when starting conversations?
Body language is very important, John. Actually, research shows that communication is not just about words. Your body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice are also very important.
Really? So even if someone says the right words, their body language can change the message?
Exactly. For example, if you say nice to meet you, but you don't smile and you don't make eye contact, it doesn't feel friendly.
I see. So what body language should people use when starting conversations?
Great question. First, smile. A genuine smile makes you look friendly and approachable.
Yes, smiling is universal. It works in every language and every culture.
Exactly. Second, make eye contact. Look at the person when you're talking to them. This shows you're interested and engaged.
But not too much eye contact, right? Because that can feel uncomfortable?
Good point. Make natural eye contact. Look at them while talking, but it's okay to look away sometimes. Don't stare.
Got it. What else?
Third, face your body toward the person. If your body is turned away, it looks like you want to leave or you're not interested.
That makes sense. Open body language shows openness to conversation.
Yes. And fourth, use a friendly tone of voice. Even if your words are perfect, an unfriendly tone can make people uncomfortable.
How can people practice having a friendly tone?
Practice speaking with a slight smile. When you smile while talking, your voice automatically sounds warmer and friendlier.
Oh, that's a great tip. I'll try that.
Yes. And finally, relax your shoulders and hands. If your body looks tense, people might feel uncomfortable.
So body language includes smiling, eye contact, facing the person, friendly tone, and relaxed posture.
Perfect summary, John. Now, let's talk about conversation topics. What are some safe, easy topics that people can talk about with anyone?
That's important. Some topics are easy and comfortable, while other topics might be too personal or controversial.
Exactly. So let's start with safe topics. What's the first safe topic, John?
I think the weather is always a safe topic. Everyone can talk about the weather.
Yes, the weather is perfect because it affects everyone and it's not controversial. You can say, beautiful day today, isn't it? Or it's quite cold this morning.
Right. And from the weather, you can move to other topics. What's another safe topic?
Location and surroundings. You can talk about where you are. For example, at a conference, you can ask, is this your first time at this conference? Or at a restaurant, have you eaten here before?
Good. What about hobbies and interests?
Yes, hobbies are great. You can ask, what do you like to do in your free time? Or do you have any hobbies?
And work or studies are safe topics too, right?
Yes, you can ask, what do you do for work? Or what are you studying? Most people are comfortable talking about their work or studies.
What about travel? Can we talk about that?
Absolutely. Travel is a wonderful topic. You can ask, have you traveled anywhere interesting recently? Or where would you like to travel next?
Great. Now, what topics should people avoid when talking to someone new?
Good question. Generally, avoid topics that are too personal, too controversial, or too negative.
Can you give specific examples?
Sure. Avoid asking about age, money, relationship problems, or health issues when you first meet someone.
And what about politics and religion?
Those can be controversial topics. Some people enjoy discussing them, but when you first meet someone, it's better to stick to lighter, easier topics.
That makes sense. Focus on positive, neutral topics when starting conversations.
Exactly. Now, John, let's practice a complete conversation from beginning to end. I'll be a person at a bookstore, and you can start a conversation with me.
Okay, I'm ready. Here I go. Excuse me, I noticed you're looking at the cooking section. Do you enjoy cooking?
Oh, yes, I love trying new recipes. I'm looking for a vegetarian cookbook. Do you cook?
I do. I'm not very experienced, but I'm trying to learn. I mostly cook simple dishes right now. What kind of vegetarian recipes do you like?
I really enjoy Asian vegetarian food like Thai curries and Chinese stir fries. They're delicious and healthy.
That sounds amazing. I've never tried cooking Asian food. Is it difficult?
Not really. Once you learn the basic techniques and get the right ingredients, it's quite easy. You should try it.
I might do that. By the way, my name is John.
Nice to meet you, John. I'm Sarah. Do you come to this bookstore often?
This is my second time. I discovered it last week. It has a great selection. How about you?
I come here about once a month. I love browsing the cookbook section. It's very relaxing.
I can see why. There are so many options here. Well, it was nice talking to you, Sarah. Enjoy your cookbook.
Thank you, John. It was nice meeting you. Good luck with your cooking.
Okay, that was a natural, complete conversation. We started with an observation and question. We talked about shared interests. We introduced ourselves, and we ended politely.
Exactly. And notice how the conversation flowed naturally from one topic to another. We talked about cooking, vegetarian food, Asian cuisine, and the bookstore.
Yes, when you ask follow-up questions based on what the other person says, the conversation continues smoothly.
Right. Now let's talk about something important, how to end a conversation politely.
Oh yes, this is important too. You can't talk forever. How do you exit a conversation without being rude?
Great question. First, you can use a time-related reason. You can say, well, I should get going now. I have an appointment. Or I need to leave soon. It was nice talking to you.
That sounds polite and natural. What else?
You can also say you need to do something like, I should probably get back to my shopping, or I need to make a phone call.
And then you end with something positive, right?
Exactly. Always end with, it was nice meeting you, or it was great talking to you, or I enjoyed our conversation.
What if you want to stay in touch with the person?
You can exchange contact information. You can say, would you like to exchange phone numbers? Or can I give you my email address?
Perfect. So ending a conversation is give a reason, say something positive, and optionally exchange contact information.
Yes. Now, John, let's talk about cultural differences. Are there differences in how people start conversations in different countries?
That's a great point, Sarah. Yes, different cultures have different norms for conversations.
Can you give some examples?
Sure. In some cultures, like in the United States or Australia, people are very open and friendly. They might start conversations with strangers easily.
And in other cultures?
In some cultures, like in parts of Asia or Northern Europe, people might be more reserved. They might need more time to warm up to new people.
So the techniques we're teaching today might work differently in different places?
Exactly. The basic principles are the same. Be friendly, respectful, and genuine. But the style might vary.
That's important for our listeners to know. Pay attention to the culture you're in and adjust your approach.
Yes, observe how people interact and follow their lead.
Great advice. Now let's give our listeners some homework to practice these skills.
Excellent idea. Practice is the only way to get comfortable with starting conversations.
Okay, everyone listening, here's your homework for this week. Assignment number 1, practice starting one small conversation each day.
It can be very simple. Just say good morning to your neighbor or how are you to the cashier at the grocery store.
Exactly. Start small and build from there. Assignment number 2, practice your smile and body language in the mirror.
Yes. Stand in front of a mirror and practice introducing yourself with a smile and open body language.
Assignment number 3, prepare 3 conversation starters that you can use in different situations.
Write them down and memorize them. Having them ready reduces nervousness.
And assignment number 4, listen to this podcast again and practice the example conversations we demonstrated.
Yes, repeat the phrases out loud. Practice makes perfect.
These 4 assignments will help you build confidence and skills in starting conversations.
Now, Sarah, I think we should start wrapping up. Let's give some final encouragement to our listeners.
Yes, I have so much I want to say to motivate everyone.
Please go ahead. They need to hear your inspiring words.
Thank you, John. Dear friends, I want you to know something very important. You are capable of having wonderful conversations in English.
Yes, even if you make grammatical mistakes, even if your pronunciation isn't perfect, you can still communicate effectively.
Exactly. Communication is about connecting with other people, sharing ideas, and building relationships. It's not about perfection.
And remember, everyone you talk to was once a beginner at something. They understand what it's like to learn something new.
Yes, most people are patient and kind. They want to help you, not judge you.
And if you meet someone who is unkind about your English, remember that their rudeness says something about them, not about you.
Absolutely. Don't let one negative person stop you from practicing and improving.
Surround yourself with kind, supportive people who encourage your learning.
Yes, and celebrate your small victories. If you start one conversation today, that's a victory. If you ask one question, that's progress.
Every small step forward is important. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to yourself yesterday.
Beautiful advice, John. Now, before we finish, let's remind everyone to subscribe to our channel.
Yes, if you found this podcast helpful, please subscribe to Slow English Learning.
When you subscribe, you'll receive notifications about new episodes every week.
We create content specifically for English learners speaking slowly and clearly with simple vocabulary.
Our goal is to help you become confident English speakers who can communicate with anyone, anywhere.
So please click that subscribe button. It's free and it helps us create more content for you.
And please share this podcast with your friends, family, or classmates who are learning English.
Yes, learning together is more fun and more motivating.
And please leave us a comment. Tell us about your experience starting conversations. Did our tips help you?
We love reading your comments and hearing about your progress. Your stories inspire us and inspire other learners.
Okay, John, let's give our final goodbye messages.
I'm ready.
Dear friends, thank you so much for listening to this episode. You've just taken a big step toward becoming a more confident English speaker.
Yes, and remember, starting conversations is a skill. Like any skill, it improves with practice.
So go out there and practice. Start small, be patient with yourself, and celebrate your progress.
Don't wait until your English is perfect. Start conversations now at your current level.
Yes, you'll never feel completely ready. The only way to get comfortable is to practice.
And every conversation, even if it's short or simple, is valuable practice.
So tomorrow, start one conversation. Use the techniques we taught today.
Give someone a compliment, make an observation, or ask for help. Just start.
And remember to smile, make eye contact, and be yourself. You are enough just as you are.
Yes, your English doesn't need to be perfect for you to connect with people.
Okay, everyone, that's all for today. Thank you again for being here with us.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.
Until next week, stay confident and keep speaking.
Goodbye, everyone. You've got this.
Goodbye, wonderful learners. Go start some conversations.